Hey guys, this is Arbit from AJ Sports. I'm here with Michael at B3 Cricket. First time I've been here, amazing factory, and here for a chat with him to see what it's all about. So Michael, how are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. It's obviously been a difficult year for both of us, coming through the worst time ever to be a cricket bat maker and retailer, but excited about the season, can't wait. Hopefully we'll get clearance from the ECB and we'll be off and running and have a great summer.
Yeah, I'm expecting it to be quite a busy summer as well this year. We've already had quite a few inquiries from a lot of different people, so expecting it to be quite busy. Let's hope everything goes to plan. So tell me a bit more about your B3 Cricket, first of all how it all started, and then we can move on to bats and stuff that you do.
Started back in 2012. Russell Evans and David Bacon were working at Gunn & Moore. They had an idea of how to use the CNC technology that they've been involved with putting in at Gunn & Moore, but how to use it for amateur players so you could give them a custom fit. So they've been doing it with golf clubs for years. So the idea was to give amateur recreational players the same service as the top pro players, and let them, get a bat that was absolutely perfect for them. Awesome.
And in regards to shapes, do you have a number of different shapes, or do you just stick to one?
So the name B3 it came from 3 ways to buy your bat. So we have our series range, which you've had in the shop in the past, and hopefully we'll have this year. So it's got 5 or 6 of our popular shapes, the shapes that we know the pros are using, so therefore recreational players tend to follow. So we've got those in the series range. If for whatever reason there's nothing in there that suits you, then we've got our custom bat configurator. So you can go online and you can play with our options to change the edge, the shape, the size, the weight, the grade obviously, the handle type. So you can custom build your own bat and send yourself a PDF, rather like configuring a car on a car configurator. So that works well. And then the third option, if you wanted, we get this a lot with people who have got that old favourite in the garage or the loft. They say, this is my best bat ever. Can you make one just like it? And the answer is yes, we can. We can. We can get the bat in and measure it, and we're not allowed to say copy, replicate it, or we can take photographs if people can't make it in. Yeah. So if somebody brings that old favourite in to AJ's, we can take some photos and we can replicate it for them. So that's the 3 ways: the series, the custom, and the bespoke.
I've seen your showroom that you have here, and you've got this brilliant indoor facility as well. Can they try bats out?
Yeah, we actively encourage it. That's why we built this, so people can try different bats and book coaching sessions. We do one-to-ones here. We do group coaching. So this is something that we really love having.
Okay, so I've been around the factory and stuff, and everything you do here, first of all, it's one of the tidiest factories I've seen as a cricket bat maker that I've ever been to.
We made a special effort because we knew you would.
And secondly, and it's very unique what you do. It's very specific, it's very sort of systemized. Can you talk us through that?
So it all starts with the willow. We get the best willow from JS Wrights, based in Essex, the world's largest and most renowned willow grower and supplier. And then we apply the science, the CNC technology that I've already talked about. We can program that machine to make the bat within a fraction of the desired weight. So we get the right clef, the right grade, with the right attributes and density to produce the finished product that the client has asked for. So once it comes off the CNC machine, then it goes to the traditional old-fashioned methods that have been used for decades, if not centuries. So fitting the handle, shaping of the handle and the shoulders, and the polishing. And as you've seen, Gavin and Neil take a real pride in what they're doing.
That's really good actually, because there's a bit of systemization involved, and obviously it's very personal. There's a very personal touch to each and individual customer, and one of the most important components of obviously bat manufacturing is the actual pressing of clefts. I don't think a lot of people are aware of the importance of this process. Can you talk us through that?
A lot of people talk about it, and a lot of people have opinions on it, and it is subjective. But through trial and error and experience and talking to other people, we think we've got our pressing about right. So we don't press as soft as some people. So if you press soft, the bat will feel great to start with, but then die quite quickly. So if it's too soft. At the other end of the scale, we don't press too hard. You can press hard to protect a bat and give it longevity, but it's like that. And eventually it might start going, but you'll have had no success in the meantime. So we would say on a scale of 1 to 10, we're a 6 or a 7, but not a 4 or an 8 or a 9. And Neil and Gav press every blade individually. So some people would press uniformly, so they'd have an automated press with set pressures, so every blade goes through the same. We believe that willow wood is a natural product. It lives and breathes. So we try and get the most out of it. So you watch the guys doing it, and they'll press for so many turns, then test it with a mallet and with a ball, and then a little bit more or a little, so they'll try and optimize the ping from every blade. Yeah,
and what would you say to people who ask you for how long will the bat last? Because that's one of the, and we do tell them that it's a natural piece of wood and it's very hard to judge the life of a bat, but what would you say from your experience as a manufacturer?
It depends on how they play and how often they play. So you will get, one of the things that occurs these days is, players who are playing a lot at a serious level, they're hitting an awful lot of balls. They're also being encouraged to hit those balls harder and further than ever before. So, a bat's going to wear out. If you're on an academy and you're an 18-year-old and you're netting 3 times a week and you're doing power hitting training sessions, you're going to need a couple of bats at least in your bag, and they're not going to last more than a season probably. If you're a recreational player who plays in the Sunday team and you're old school and you like to caress it through the covers and look after your bat and knock it in and linseed it, lasts you forever. So, every bat's different and every player's different.
In regards to the warranty you guys offer on your cricket bats?
12 months.
Okay.
Fair wear and tear. If there is a manufacturer's fault, like a handle breakage or a shoulder breakage, or what we call storm damage. So sometimes in bats there can be an invisible damage, which is caused basically by wind when the trees are damaged by storms. And you can't always see it. So if a bat fractures through storm damage, normally horizontally, that's covered as well for 12 months.
Okay, is storm damage normally just horizontal, or can it be vertical as well?
It can be vertical, but normally it goes that way.
Okay.
And to be fair, we don't get many because rights are so good at spotting it themselves. But occasionally the odd one gets through. If it does, those guys spot it. So not many get through.
Awesome.
We big part of what B3 tried to do is offer a personable, knowledgeable, cricket-orientated service to our customers and our retail partners, but then give exceptional service. I think in the batch of 50 bats you had offers last year, we had one manufacturer's fault, and well, what did we do?
Well, you replaced it pretty much straight away. You even offered the customer a video review of the replacement bat, which was brilliant, and the customer really appreciated that. So that sort of customer service came across brilliantly. The after sales the selling part or the customer buying the bat part is probably the easy part.
Yep.
Whereas we find it's actually what happens after that as a natural piece of, as a natural product. It's really important to look after the customer and the bat after they've used it, and if there are any issues, and you guys did really well with that. So thank you for that.
No, you're welcome, and that's what we try and do. It's an owner-managed business. It's a family business. Everybody here is a cricketer, or has been a cricketer, or a coach, or is involved in cricket still in some way. It's a matter of trying to give exceptional service along with the products as well.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for having me.
No, you're welcome.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah.
The factory tour and the showroom and the way you guys work has been brilliant to see. And we will be in touch again and looking forward to stocking your bats again this summer.
Yeah, let's have a good one. Cheers.